Excuse me, people. I know you don't want to see my chest. Lucky got a haircut. Lucky, you want to show everybody how handsome you look? Oh, he said, look at me. Oh, say I'm handsome. Look at me. I was handsome before, but I'm even more handsome now. And I smell good, and I can see. Yeah, I don't have matting all over me. My wife's in the hospital. This is the third time in 2 months, and I really shouldn't say anything because I know the idiots in Keene, the brown shirts. They're a dangerous, scary bunch, and y'all better not go over there and mess with her. Um, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't want to lose her. They seem to, at this point, they seem to be talking about the mass in her abdomen. There are two things they're talking about in her abdomen, and it's scary. It's really scary. She phones me. I'm at Petco waiting for Lucky to finish for them to finish giving him his haircut. His birthday is on January 2nd, by the way. And she phones me, and my blood sugar is down to 35. They said call 911. Well, our town is so big. One of the police showed up, and he waited with her, which I appreciate that. If he ever sees this, if the Troy police ever see any of my videos, I want you to know that I appreciate what you've done for us, and especially what, see, I want to look over there. I look over there for my wife, and she's not there right now. But the Troy police and the Troy EMS, I want you to know that I appreciate what you've done for us, especially for my wife. And he's waiting for EMS to show up. Well, there wasn't anybody to drive the ambulance. He wasn't exactly happy about that. He said he was going to have a talk with somebody about that. And so she had to wait here for the Fitzwilliam police. I mean the Fitzwilliam ambulance. The Fitzwilliam ambulance has to come from Fitzwilliam, and it's not like, I mean, this is the interesting thing. I lived most of my life in Texas. That's the South. There is this hatred for Yankees. I mean, there is just this deep-seated hatred for Yankees. Yankees get killed in the South, literally. They're Yankees. If you're a Yankee, you go down there, you can be murdered. Ain't nobody gonna do anything about it. And they'll murder you just because you're a Yankee. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I used to hate Yankees myself, and then I move up here. All right, these are the greatest people in the world. I've never known people this good. I mean, we have great neighbors. We moved up here to be a part of this movement. And I'll admit, the movement in other parts of New Hampshire is going strong. It's just in Keene, they're just a bunch of wackos following a narcissist. But You know, in other parts of the state, things are going pretty good. But, you know, I'm like our neighbors, the people that are native to New Hampshire, Nuevo Carey, as I like to call it, are great people. It's a different culture. It's even a different language, if you will, or dialect, very different dialect. Not necessarily language, but language is dialect. Anyway, yeah, I was talking to one of the nurses at the hospital. 90% of the people don't even know about the activist. And those that do, 99.9% don't like them. Pretty sad. You would think you'd want allies rather than opponents, but because if Ian feels so that his power is being challenged, then of course he screws it up for everybody. And I don't think the other people realize. I mean, look at Mark Edgington. He followed his friend and wound up with a murder rap and in prison for a few years, more than a few years. And he comes up here and he's still following somebody. You're following Ian. You're doing Ian's bidding. And I'm not sure you even realize it. But I get up here, I meet the greatest woman in the world, and we move up here, and I don't want to lose her. I just don't want to lose her. Carolyn is fantastic. Carolyn, I love you. I can't say that enough. I can't say it in enough ways. And I don't know what to do for you at this point. I mean, boy, oh boy, did we have a busy morning, didn't we, sweetie? Or a busy day, period. All the people coming by. And, sweetie, the cats are all here, okay? Uh, because the door was open, people were coming and going. I mean, the EMS and the police were coming and going. You know, this is sitting on my chair, and the police are like, well, so he has a gun. Who cares? They have a gun too, right? So, it's like only fair play if we have a gun. When I got home, it wasn't moved. It was still sitting in my chair. And, but the cats didn't run out. I was concerned about that, but I wasn't as concerned about that as I am concerned with what's going on with you, sweetie. This is just me thinking. Whatever that is in your belly, they need to freaking remove it. I'm thinking maybe sometimes it kind of gets pushed or moved, and when that happens, that's when you get sick. That's when you can't eat. That's when you can't keep food down. Because, things do kind of move around in there. It's not like everything's nailed in place, and it's something that's not supposed to be there in the first place. But, I have my application right here for the town ambulance service, but I mean, what good would that have done today? First of all, you're not supposed to treat your own family. Second, I don't know what they're going to have me doing, but preferably not driving the ambulance. I want to be helping people, and well, I mean, driving the ambulance, you're still helping people, right? I mean, they have to have somebody to drive, but I want to actually be in the back helping people, working on people. But I have to pay $15 for a background check, and I don't have that right now. $15 goes to other things. Other things like you are more important than. But I wasn't even. I mean, I was in Keene. I wasn't down here. what I want them to do is to do surgery and remove that tumor. It really scares me thinking that that's in there and nobody's done anything about it. They could do radiation to try and shrink it and all sorts of things.